Hello, dear friends. Welcome to the kitchen with Lillian. However, in this video, I am taking a step behind the scenes to guide you through the process of preparing a delightful dish of buckwheat with wild mushrooms. You can find a link in this video description to purchase the type of buckwheat I'll be using. You might recognize these dried mushrooms from a previous recipe where we made a delicious mushroom soup called solyanka. They've been soaking in water for about 2 to 3 hours to rehydrate. I'll also be using my wonderful beloved avocado oil for this dish, and of course my favorite pan by Creuset, a brand I truly adore. I have no affiliation with them. Here we go, our mushrooms. Soon I'll begin the cooking process. Today we are going to stick to the stove top. There is no need for the oven. The entire process should take about an hour, as we will be boiling the buckwheat separately and preparing our mushrooms in this pan. Very nice, very nice. And now let's go to the stove. As you can see, I am sauteing these mushrooms over high heat to bring out their rich flavors. Very nice, very nice. See, the stove is red, and now I have this special pot where I will cook buckwheat. This pot is also by Le Creuset, and it's perfect for making rice or any type of grain. I am using the water from the mushrooms to add a depth of flavor. Just enough water to cover the buckwheat, about an inch over it. Also a pinch of salt. And here's an interesting twist. This pot has a 2-lid system. We'll revisit it later in the video. Now let's check on our mushrooms. They're browning nicely, just the way that we want them. To prevent them from burning, I'll add some of the mushroom soaking water. Let's see. This will soften them up and infuse them with even more flavor. By the way, you can also use fresh mushrooms if you prefer. It's not limited to dried mushrooms. I just happen to have these dried ones in my pantry, so that's what I'm using today. Okay, pay attention. Le Creuset makes this pot specially designed for rice and grains with its unique 2-lid system. This is the lid that goes under this lid. And then you just let it sit for 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes you have your perfectly cooked grains. So just place it on the stove and forget about it for 20 minutes. Okay, after those 20 minutes our buckwheat will be cooked to perfection, and meanwhile we are going to take care of our onions and carrots just like we did the previous buckwheat pilaf. We'll also add some tomatoes to the mix because I can't live without tomatoes. What sets this particular dish apart from the previous one is that we are not using the oven, but we'll still using the same great ingredients: tomatoes, carrots, onions, and those delectable mushrooms that we've prepared earlier. This will serve as the base for our buckwheat once the mushrooms are ready. Look at those mushrooms. They're so wonderful, absolutely stunning. Now it's time to combine our beautifully prepared vegetables with the mushrooms. And look at this, it's really so pretty, and it smells amazing, and it's not only delicious but also incredibly healthy. Beautiful. I'm sure that you don't see much difference. The same pot. The only difference today is that we added some mushrooms and that we are not using the oven. See, but the handles of the pot are hot. You better use your special tools for not to burn your hands. Now we're talking seasoning. Some salt, to your taste. You probably should know how much salt. And this is the baby dill. You know, I happen to run out of fresh baby dill, and whenever I don't have fresh baby dill, I use this dried baby dill, which works wonderfully. And here's some pepper, McCormick pepper, and it looks like I'm running out of pepper and I will need to buy fresh McCormick pepper. With all the ingredients assembled and seasoned, our mushroom mixture is ready, and we are going to let it simmer covered for a while. And here's the magic moment. Look at this, 20 minutes later, the buckwheat has absorbed all the flavors while cooking itself in this fantastic pot on the lowest heat. Once it comes to a boil, you reduce the heat to the lowest setting and cover it. Then forget about it. Similar how you would handle rice in this type of pot. Now let's combine the cooked buckwheat with our mushroom mixture. The dish will be ready in just a few minutes. Mix it all together. Actually, let it sit for a while, maybe 10 minutes or so, and then we will mix it together. Looking good, looking very good. And now we are mixing it all together, and voila, there you have it. A lovely bowl of buckwheat with wild mushrooms. Please remember you've been on the channel Cooking with Lillian. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I truly appreciate your support. Wishing you all the best, and I'll see you very soon.